It's been 40 years now since I first entered chiropractic college in 1979. That's pretty amazing. And 40 years since I was first introduced by Dr. Joe Strauss to the concepts of advanced muscle palpation. It amazes me, and to this day I'm not only still excited about this method of analysis, but I'm still appreciative of Dr. Strauss. I wanted to make a summary, just a 2-3 minute video on what got me involved in this method and why I'm still so crazy excited about it. I think chiropractors shake their heads. What is it about palpation that you can possibly get excited about? Well, Joe, as Joe introduced us to it, the idea was the muscles of the spine are the only active tissue capable of responding to correct a subluxation. And before the body itself resets a vertebra, well, we can avail ourselves of that information by finding those small, deep muscles of the spine and palpating them and trying to determine which level and direction the body was attempting to make that correction. And I found the logic unassailable, especially when we found out that all the major technique systems, Palmer and Gonstead and Thompson and upper cervical approaches of the spine, suggested that it was the body that made the adjustment. The chiropractor himself was only introducing a force as close to the level of involvement and the direction the vertebra needed to move as possible, and then the body took those forces and converted them into an adjustive force. Again, what other active tissue was available? Then I was challenged by my my then brother-in-law, who's a chiropractor, to the logic of this, because he had never heard of it before. And so I went on a journey and finally found that it was the underlying mechanism was the stretch reflex based in the muscle spindles. Then to discover that the muscle spindles are abundant in the spine. They're concentrated there in the spine, particularly in the upper cervical spine. And again, why wouldn't they be if the brain is so important and the subluxation is so deleterious to the system? Why wouldn't those muscle spindles generate stretch reflexes, protective stretch reflexes there in the upper cervical spine? Then that was later confirmed to me, to discover that there was research that demonstrated that there are ligamentous receptors that activate these same muscles. And if you remember, a stretch reflex activates the muscles of origin, where the stretch originally occurs. And these muscles are intimately associated with the vertebra. In fact, these muscles are attached right to the vertebral processes there at the spine. Then to enter chiropractic practice and to get the type of results that I see every single day, and to teach chiropractors in seminars and see the excitement grow in their eyes as they find these subluxations, they correct these subluxations, and then post-check demonstrates the effectiveness of this method without having to rely on cavitation and symptomatic changes. This is exciting stuff, and you can probably tell I'm as excited as I was when I was a young person just entering chiropractic. And I think it's central to our profession, and I want to offer it to you for free. I've always had this the manual online for free ever since there was an internet. And if you're interested in a seminar, you can contact me. But I want you to just catch a little bit of the passion that I have for correcting subluxations by increasing your confidence in finding them, in finding the subluxation and the direction of the misalignment, and being able to make a specific adjustment with confidence.